What's up, everyone? Got the LG OLED here, the gallery series we're gonna throw up on the wall. It's gonna be awesome. Really tight, clean look. Got my man Jose here. What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Great, I'm fantastic. This is the quarterback coach for my son Aiden from Left Coast Athletics, known for players like Julian Sain playing at Ohio State and others in San Diego here.
If Coach would have put me in fourth quarter, we'd have been state champions, no doubt.
We're gonna put a TV up on the wall. You wanna tell us what's going on?
I'm trying to get a nice clean look, fill up this nice big wall. We got a big TV here, so I got no clue what I'm doing. You trust me for all the quarterback stuff. I trust you for the TV stuff.
Yeah, man.
So
he knows that I do YouTube videos, and we had the G3 TV here. I said we could either do like a 98-inch TV or a 77. So the 77, nice flat against the wall is the goal here. So we're gonna get it done for you, put a cool soundbar up, and get you set up in your new home, man.
sweet, excited to see what it looks
Awesome,
like.
man. Appreciate it. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna replace this power outlet set with a recessed one because the box is gonna stick out too far if we plug it in here. Not gonna get the flush look, but basically what we have to do is just remove this, get it out of the way, and then we'll mount the TV, mount the soundbar. It's gonna look awesome. All right, let's unbox the TV because we gotta move. Need Jen for this sort of stuff. She's not here today though. Ooh, is this gonna tip? Stevie's like 3/4 of an inch thick. Crazy. Now the other thing is how big of a thing is gonna be here. Let's just measure it up. Jose, we might need you for a minute. So we have a TV 67 inches. So I'm like, okay, probably should leave it a few inches from the end down there. What do you think? You want to step back there and see if that looks like about?
So we're thinking about viewing the TV. Where should the TV?
Yeah, I would want to like probably keep it eyes down or middle here. I wouldn't, like some people will like jack their TV like way up here. It's not typically a great look. I'll be on like the TV too high thing on Reddit. Don't want to be there. So if you're standing here, like the natural thing to do would be almost to like stare right at those power outlets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if that's kind of like the center of the TV, or it's a little bit probably lower, I don't want to put it too low, but it is pretty tall TV, and 38, like if we're in this range, like that's probably already pretty high because typically people always overshoot it and then they're like, yeah, we could have gone lower. And if you want a low stand, like an 18-inch stand or something, you know, that stand's gonna be way down here. I would probably go something like that because the top of the TV and also it for like artwork, because it does have like a gallery mode. You know, you wanna kind of be like viewing the upper third is for artwork. They're like, you know, make the pictures so you're looking at the top third of the picture at eye level. And I can hang the TV first and let you get a look at it before we do anything else, but I think that
my gut's telling me to trust you, so
yeah.
You got too many reps of this, and
yeah,
I
have a lot of muscle memory with this. Yes,
you gotta, yeah, exactly. You got a brand, a style to uphold.
I mean, that's where they put that last TV too. You could see, you know, it's kind of like I don't know what they put up there, but okay, cool. Let's kind of go with it like a little bit below our height is the top of the TV.
Cool.
All right, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. So if we go here to here, that's probably as high as I'd want to go, man. And then it's like. Anything under 24 inches would look good. I think the next step is taking this off and figuring out if we're in good shape because all that could be, like everything could change if there's some sort of impediment there. So we ended up deciding that we're gonna put the top of the TV up here and the bottom there. Will give us enough room for the stand below and the soundbar that's gonna sit on the stand. This is probably a little higher than you'd want in a living room unless you had viewing angles like from the kitchen or from outside here. So with all those viewing angles and locations to watch TV from, you know, in mind, we ended up just choosing a little bit higher than normal, but at the same time, it's gonna look really clean here. And then we had this high voltage box, low voltage wires. Everything checks out to be fine here. We're gonna have enough room for the TV mount here, our combination box right here. There is a stud on its side here that's gonna be in the way for us to go down. So we're gonna just cut up in this range, put our new box in and take the electrical, kill the power, all that stuff. And then we have two studs that actually align perfectly for us. So in order to get the TV edge about 5 or 6 inches from that side of the wall, which would be ideal, we have a perfect, you know, stud placement, center, everything works out. So easy peasy. Easy way to measure the mount right there, 6.5 inches down. 6.5, top of the mount. There we go. All right, there it is. So now we know that the mount should be above the box and have no issues. We got about that much room to work with. So I need to turn the power off. You want to help me on this?
Yeah. Just sort of hold that with it on and then you'll hear when it goes off.
Yeah.
I'll get a good shot of it.
Holla at me. This is our perfect testing. Yeah, we got no idea what's what, so I think everything's going to turn off. Now.
There it is. It's off.
Cool. Now sometimes you can get tricked and you're like, no, it's still working, it's still on. In some rare instances, I've done this and then realized that one of the other cords was on a different one and shocked me, and it's like, dagnabbit.
Why do you always lose your keys, dagnabbit?
Why do you always talk like a prospector when you're aggravated, conflabbit?
But we're good. Now, lucky for me, they did all the hard work, so all I have to do is basically take this apart, replace it with my box here, which we actually have. Let me show you. We got this combination low voltage recessed media plate. So these are great for TVs like this because the power outlet hides, the cords hide, and it's still flush to the wall. So we're gonna replace this with this. It's a little bigger hole, but it'll work nicely. It's a little bigger. And why? By a little bigger, I mean twice the size. Now the question is, do we replace it like that? That's not big enough. That one's flat, not gonna do us any harm, right? This one will go next to it. You gotta cut out the cutout though. Is it worth it to cut the cutout out? Why don't they just have this cutout already made to the right size? Gotta do all this nonsense, Eric. It says 7 1/4 by 7 1/8. I could just measure it. Do you trust my cutting skills, or are we definitely better off just going with this? You've seen me cut these. I probably should use a template, right? Oh, you know, a little rusty. Actual size. I gotta take this apart first. Easy. So which way do we want it to come? Doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, plenty of space that way. We gotta cut the hole first anyways, but like that would be good? Yeah. It's gonna be difficult with this in the way. Looks like it'll just barely fit. There we go. See how this fits. Like a glove.
Like a glove.
All right, so we got that. We got to run the HDMI cords, put this up. I think the actual outlet needs to go in the back first, so we got to put that on before we put that through, so let's do all that. Okay, now we attach it here. Boom, we're good. Oh, HDMI cords. Can't believe you didn't warn me, Eric. Come on, man. So we got a cord for the soundbar, cord for a game console or something. So we got 2 in here. The soundbar actually have a couple inputs on it too if they want to use those. But lucky for us, there's really no impediments to getting these down. So easy instance where we just drop them down the wall and catch them on the other end. Got one. Fun little trick here. One cord doesn't want to run through, the other one's easy. So we'll just use one to pull the other one through. There you go. Perfect. I like to tighten it up by hand just so we don't snap the screws in the back. There you go. Beautiful. Okay, we got the wiring done. We're ready to put the mount up and then hang the TV. It's gonna be awesome.
Dude, shut up! That is awesome sauce!
Something like that. Perfect. There we go. Ooh, very strong, very strong. Top two went in easy. The bottom two, there were some holes there, so we had to work around it, but solid, all the weight supported on the top ones. Good to go. We're pretty much ready to put this TV up. So when mounting this, you definitely need two people, and I would recommend pulling the TV mount off the wall so you have a little bit more clearance, and then you can see kind of where you're going with the bracket. We got it on the first try, but it's not that easy all the time. And make sure you double check that it's locked in and maybe hear the bolts click in place. But then once we got it up, we realized we still got to plug in the HDMI cords on the side, which is fairly accessible on the G3 here. But the power cord's a little bit more tricky. Probably should have plugged that in before we got it up, but I just used a chair to get up on top. We had to make do without a ladder. I wouldn't recommend jumping up on a swivel chair, but got the power plugged in, and then we're able to push it back and see how this Gallery Series TV looks on the wall. So I think it looks great. I mean, we chose this Gallery Series TV because of how it looks on the wall, nice and tight, like a picture frame. When you walk from room to room, it just has a really flush aesthetic feel to it. You really don't get that with any other TV besides the Samsung frame and maybe this TV. And this is just so bright and vibrant as an OLED, pixel level control. I absolutely love the G Series TVs, but let's see what the client thinks. What do you think? Looks good?
Oh, I'm super stoked.
Yeah,
It's better than I expected. I love how close to the wall it sits.
Yeah, it actually looks huge on this wall too, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's
I don't know if your
super
Christmas
important.
tree is gonna fit here, man.
I know, I may have to get a big Christmas tree.
I think we're gonna get a stand underneath here. Still have to put the soundbar up that matches, but we got a couple HDMI cords in the wall. Nice flush look. We have it on pretty low brightness so that the camera can see it without it being overexposed, but this gets so much brighter. Such a great TV. Thanks for having us over, man.
Hey, thanks for
I'm
taking
glad
care
we
of me.
could hook it up. It's awesome. There you have it, guys. Happy customer, happy installer. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Make sure to smash the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, feel free to do so. Let me know if you guys have any comments of how we did the installation or anything like that. I'll see you guys in the next video.